Eddie here. We're going to start off lab 4-2, creating a schematic page. So the lab objectives here are viewing a reference schematic, add a header connector, mirror the connector, add and copy decoupling capacitors, add wires, add net aliases, add no connect and power ground symbols, add bus entries and wires, add off pages connectors, and view the design cache. So we're going to start off with the first part, viewing the reference schematic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment to examine the following schematic. We'll pull it up here. And this is what ultimately we want to build in our in our project, or lab rather. So this is what it's going to look like. Alright guys, so what we're going to do here is we're going to add decoupling capacitors. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit place part. I've kind of already done that. Cap. I come search down. I'll click on the cap discrete. I'm going to place him here. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to edit properties. I'm going to edit properties here, and I'm going to look for the value. So here the value says cap. I'm going to change that to say 0.1 UF. Enter. Apply. Get again the warning box. I'm okay with that. Go back to the schematic page, and as you can see, my schematic now says 0.1 microfarads for the capacitor. I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to go ahead and file save this guy for now. So the next thing I want to do after I save it is I'm going to click on this guy and control left click and then drag the cursor over. This allows me to get another part with the same value. I'm going to hit escape. I'll go ahead and hit the W for placing a wire. So I'll click W on the keyboard, connect the wire, connect these parts together as shown, and there we go. I'll go ahead and save the design again. Now what I want to do is I want to place net alias. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to press N on the keyboard, and that allows me to drop a net alias for the capacitor. So there's a note. After you add a net alias, the easy way to specify the next net alias you want to assign is to click right and select edit properties from the pop-up menu, then enter the new name in the edit properties window. So we'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and place this guy, and this is the same problem I had last time, so give me a moment. Alright, so resuming here, we had a little issue with the net alias, but we fixed that. As you can see, I have C1, C2. You can always alias a name for your reference designator by just clicking or pressing the N on your keyboard. So I'm going to go ahead and save. The next thing I'm going to do is adding no connect symbols. So what I'm going to do is there's a no connect symbol here. I'm going to place that on pins 9, pin 7, and pin 5. I'm going to go ahead and save it like it is. Next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and place power pins. So there's a power icon, and sometimes I have a little bit of trouble finding it, but I believe it's this guy right here. I see VCC there. I'm going to go ahead and pick the, nope, that's not it. This guy here. This is the guy I want. I'm going to place him right here, And there's another place I want to put them. I'll put them on pin 6. There we go. And I think we're all set. Oh, actually escape. I've put it on the wrong. I put it on the wrong one. Looks like, so I'm gonna go ahead and take him off. I'll go ahead and pull him over again. Alright. I'm gonna drag him out a little bit so he's not all squished in there. There we go. So we're all set with that. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and save. The next thing I'm going to do is add ground. So here's the ground symbol here. Again, we'll see ground cap sim. This guy, I'm going to use him. We'll place that guy right there. And then another ground on pin 8. And again, I'm going to drag him out a little bit so they're not bunched up there. There we go. There we go. Alright, so what we want to do next is we want to add a bus entry, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to save that for the next lab portion.